Let's have a vulnerability exercise.
Go do it now.
Go do it right now.
Pause the tape.
Boom, 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 boom.
Go, go, go.
Welcome to a place dedicated to the modern day artist, couple, and entrepreneur.
Welcome to a place where you can grow, connect, and challenge the new world around you.
Welcome to a new perspective.
Welcome
to SuaveHouse.
Welcome to SuaveHouse. I'm LadySuave.
I'm KaySuave.
And welcome to another glorious episode. Today, we thought we should continue our talk on vulnerability, how it can evolve, and just elaborate a little bit more on it.
A part of being more vulnerable, you gotta be able to have some tools. It's good to be able to have actionable things so you can practice this in everyday life.
Define what vulnerability means to you. Set that boundary. Know what you want to open up about. You may not always know when or how to do that.
It's just like your level of comfortability. Honestly, like how much of yourself are you in tune enough with and confident enough about that you can show it to somebody, trusting them with your feelings and how they respond to the real you. It really ties deep into trust. Let your guard down. I personally have an issue with keeping my guards up for an extended period of time. Honestly, it's because I was picked on a lot as a kid. So I had to have thick skin and learn how not to let people get to me. You're gonna know the me that I want you to see type of thing. Being vulnerable is like peeling back those layers, getting more comfortable with the real you and not being as affected by what other people think about that. That kind of trust. Maybe it's trusting yourself.
That sense of vulnerability and that trust, or setting those boundaries, taking accountability on yourself to make sure that you stick to that, or if it's something that you need to grow and develop, you do the things that you need to in order to make sure that it happens, and you take accountability for those things. I know when we first started living together, one thing that Kevin really noticed about me is that I'm a little bit messy.
Confessions of a married woman.
I tend to leave things in particular places. I'm not gonna say I leave things out or
You got something to say? You want to chime in? She lying? What's that?
I'm not lying. Sometimes there's chaos, but for me, it's always an organized chaos. That gets on his nerves. So he set a boundary there and let me really know, like, this is a problem for him and he can't live amongst that chaos. Anytime he sees something and he calls me out for it, I just gotta take that accountability and say, like, yep, I did that. I know you want me to do it a different way, and I'm okay with that, and I should, so I will. So I apologize. Never a right or wrong. It's always a learn and grow. I don't see myself as being in the wrong. I don't see him as trying to change me, and I have to be accountable and know when I need to change something and work something to make sure we maintain a certain balance.
You the yin to my yang, baby.
Yin to yang yang.
Yin to yang yang? No, it needs to be an equal amount of yin and yangs. This is the problem.
Yin yin yang yang.
That's gonna hurt somebody's feelings. Have the willingness to be honest with yourself about where you stand on any position that you feel uncomfortable with. Let your partner know. Like, hey, when you did this or when you said that, it made me feel this way, and I would prefer that that doesn't happen again, or you talk to me about it first, or something so that I don't have to feel this way again.
It's okay if you don't know why you react or feel or why you have that boundary set. I feel like it's okay to not know where that stems from. I also think you should make it your duty to find out where it does stem from. That will help you find a clear solution.
Be a leader in your relationship. Influence the type of relationship you want to have. It's not just going to magically happen for you. You have to put your best foot forward knowing that things may not work out the way you expect. Secret, they never do.
They never do.
Being a leader in your relationship, being the type of partner you want to have, even if the person you're with is not on that level yet and you feel like you want to be on that level, try it. Be like, hey, let's try talking about the things we don't like this way, or let's try negotiating who pays for the meal. If money is a boundary that you're uncomfortable with or something, like, be vulnerable enough to take the steps of how you would like your relationship to go, because it's not just going to magically happen for you. You have to make it happen, and you're going to fail, but you're going to try again because it's worth it.
When you're able to define those boundaries for yourself and for what you want in a partner, and you're able to be vulnerable and be yourself and have fun with that person, I feel like those are telltale signs you are with the one, or that you have found the one. When you feel that need to be a better person, when you feel that need to look at yourself and ask deeper questions about yourself and to understand yourself in order to help you and that person, those are also signs that you have found the one.
I hate to say one of those cliche things, when you know, you know. Not that there's no doubt. The only doubt I've ever had in our relationship is when I've had to get over my own self-doubt. And as it pertained to allowing myself to be with someone without self-sabotaging type of shit, you know, we all go through that. But knowing that I was afraid that this might actually go well and not knowing what that may look like, I recognized that that was an area that I needed to grow in. I know she's the one because I want to grow through my own pain in order to be with her. That feeling, that pull towards something greater than yourself, that's what love is. The pull to be with her, learning along the way how much more would be required of me in order to actually make that happen. Like, there's responsibility being in love and sticking it through life, because there's so much shit through life to where if it's just you and you can be totally selfish when you're dealing with your problems, that you don't have to worry about anyone else. You have to think bigger than yourself. You have to include that person through all the hard times in your life. In order for you to do that effectively, to where you're not dumping all of your shit on them, is going to require you to grow. Being with that person makes you want to grow through all that pain. That's how you know that.
I wanted to treat this relationship very different than I did all my other relationships. And I think being able to look at myself differently in that view of my flaws and working past those, like, I never wanted that with anybody else, and I never wanted to look in that mirror for anybody else until I got with him. And that's one of the reasons why I fell into that depression, is because you never realize like how much you suppress. And when you get with someone that kind of brings about that feeling of like, ooh, this is something bigger than me, then you realize, well, damn, I'm not all that I thought I was, because I was missing my other half this whole time. If I wouldn't have at least taken the steps to understand why I was the way I was in life, I don't think I would have been ready to be in this relationship long term, or I would have even had the courage or the ability to do what we're doing now with SuaveHouse. A very big ripple effect. Manifest that shit.
I'm making that a tag or something. We're gonna have a button for that one. Manifest buttons coming to you soon. Let's have a vulnerability exercise.
Okay.
So write down 3 things that you are afraid to be judged by if someone else was to find out about you. I want you to commit to telling one person you trust that thing. It would be great if it would be the person you're in a relationship with. But if you are single at the moment and you don't have anybody like that, I would say it out loud to yourself, because you gotta be able to trust yourself first.
Look at yourself in the mirror
And say it to yourself.
Yeah, Tony Robbins.
Yeah, Tony Robbins. Thank you, Tony Robbins. Shout out Tony Robbins.
I was calling you Tony Robbins.
Oh, right.
Exercise. Go do it now.
Go do it right now.
Pause the tape. Go, go, go.
Put done in the comments if you do this. We want to see the words done in the comment section, letting us know that you did this exercise and that you completed it. That would be so dope. We're gonna do it ourselves and let you know how we feel about that. Because it's not gonna be easy.